Welcome back to the 49ers Gold Mine. I'm Steven Miranda.
I'm Jeff Ellis, and it's Wednesday, July 27th, 2011. Welcome back.
Big news happening in San Francisco. We'll talk about the players that are leaving the Bay.
They're fleeing the Bay, and Frank Gore is prepared to hold out.
And what about Nnamdi Asomugha? Can he possibly become a 49er and come to the other side of the Bay?
All that coming up. First, we start with what must be a very lonely situation. Well, my friends.
Jim Harbaugh.
I'm lonely too. That's what Jim's saying. Jim Harbaugh.
Might be lonely.
He wants to get back to his city by the Bay, but no one wants to join him. San Francisco is.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Oakland. I'm like, he's not in Oakland.
No, the city. Everyone knows Lights, the city Journey, Lights, San Francisco.
Well, this is why he's lonely. He's losing players just like that. Takeo Spikes leaving San Francisco and becoming a San Diego Charger. Spikes with the big neck.
Look at the picture. I took that picture in London, and his neck was probably as big as my thigh, and that ain't no small thing.
Yeah, but one of their top defenders, someone who was passionate about playing for San Francisco, is now gone.
He goes alongside Patrick Willis, and they really have taken down their defense and just carried it on their shoulders for years.
Defense comes down a notch there.
Oh, it's going to hurt.
Another free agent that left, David Baas, the center, agreed to terms with the New York Giants. Now, Jeffrey, here's my question. What's going on up there in San Francisco?
Seriously.
David Baas was going to take over for Heitman, who's out with the season with a neck injury.
His second season in a row, Heitman's set to lose for his neck injury, and David Baas was a security blanket that was going to come in. He did a pretty good job last year, and now he's gone to the Giants, and we don't know what's going to happen. It's reported that they have signed a UFL player who's played a couple of snaps in the NFL at center, but he's a center/guard, and they don't know what they're going to do with that.
All right, so that center position is going to be interesting to watch there for the San Francisco 49ers.
Which means the quarterback's going to be a risk, and Harbaugh knows this as well as anybody.
And speaking of quarterbacks, goodbye, David Carr. The Niners have basically told him that tomorrow, the first day that teams can cut players, he is out of here.
It's a car accident. He's gone. And he won't be with them. But you know what? That's no loss for the 49ers as far as David Carr goes at all.
Well, here is a big loss. Running back, stud extraordinaire, Frank Gore. According to Adam Schefter of ESPN, he believes that Frank Gore is prepared to hold out.
You got to hold out.
The 49ers.
Walk away and hold out.
They can nigh afford. That's right, I said nigh. Afford.
That's fancy people talk.
They could not let Frank Gore go and hold out. Pay the dude.
They have Brian Westbrook.
He's your what? No, they don't. He became a free agent, and he's on the free agent market.
They don't have Brian Westbrook.
No, they don't.
You need Frank Gore. You needed Frank Gore, period. I was making a joke because Brian Westbrook's getting really old, and he's had multiple concussions and things. And so you really don't want to depend on him. They don't even have the old guy. You need Frank Gore in a big way. You need somebody to protect your quarterback, whomever that's going to be. If that's going to be Alex Smith or if that's going to be Colin Kaepernick, you need someone desperately there. You need obviously someone to run the ball. You've got to keep Vernon Davis happy. You've got to keep Michael Crabbe, Money Tree happy. You've got to keep all these guys happy because that's the nucleus.
This, Jeffrey, is the 49er gold mine where we give you good gold information. So I've got some good news for you.
Thank you.
Nnamdi Asomugha. You've been hearing that name. The 49ers reportedly have joined into the Nnamdi sweepstakes and are closing in on the Jets to acquire his services.
It has apparently come down to two teams. There is the Jets, as you said. They want to put down a situation with Darrelle Revis Island, and Nnamdi on the other side, and that would be frightening. But I think the cost is going to be a little high, so they're going to have trouble with their cap. But the 49ers seem to be the favorites right now, along with the Jets.
It makes perfect sense for Nnamdi because he stays in the Bay Area. He doesn't have to relocate his family.
Exactly.
He stays in the Bay Area. As a matter of fact, he goes from the bad side of the Bay to the good side of the Bay in San Francisco.
We're not saying that the East Bay is less than the West Bay, but it is.
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
All right.
And you get out of a black hole. Which is never a bad thing.
Old San Francisco 49er, Joe Montana, Jeffrey.
Joe.
Apparently, the city of Santa Clara and Joe Montana, they're not agreeing. Is that right?
Say it's not so, Joe. They can't get along. Now, Santa Clara is where the headquarters are, and Joe Montana wants to do some development around there, around where the new stadium's going to be, but they're getting held up by that. But we're out of time.
That's it. So if you want more news on that, check out our website, www.nflrnr.com.
This has been the 49ers Gold Mine
with Steven Miranda,
Jeff Ellis.